Welcome to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we close out Week 7 in the Arena Lacrosse League with a Sunday doubleheader. Our first game has the Whitby Steelhawks taking on the Ohsweken Bears. Hello, lacrosse fans. Lance Wynn working alongside Joe Hiltz. Let's take a look at today's starting goalies. First for the Steelhawks, Caleb Martin will get the call. Comes in with a 2-0 record, a 10.54 goals against, and a 782 save percentage. For the Bears, it'll be Marquez Stonefish. His goals against, 13.06, a save percentage of 800. Head coaches for Whitby in his first season is Joel Johnson. Not here. It'll be Brad Reed and Will Penishnig that take care of things for Ohsweken. As always, in his sixth season behind the bench, Ron Mouser Henry. His assistants, Clancy Almas and Chuck Brown. Officials for today's game, groundbreaking. Kyle Coulter is the crew chief. His partners, Delaney DuPont, the first female official here in the Arena Lacrosse League, and Mark Sandman Sands. We are underway here, opening face-off, coming into this, and I'll bring my partner in. Joe, you look at this on paper, Whitby sitting 4-2, Ohsweken 1-4. So on paper, it looks like this should be a mismatch, but we know that it doesn't always work that way.
No, you're absolutely right. It doesn't always work that way. You know what? Ohsweken was working hard. You know, they got their first victory last week, and I do believe against the Timmerman, right? You know what? So, you know what? They're on a one-game winning streak, so anything can happen here today. So looking for a good lacrosse game and a full 60 minutes. We
will, as the Steelhawks will go to work on offense here in the early going. Swing it around. Wheeler will look down into Goddard. Goddard not able to pocket that. Good defense by the Bears. And it'll be Costello that'll move it over the timeline. So a bit undermanned are both these squads. Kyron Costello working out there, swinging it around. And now Dan Miller, he's going to get a step. Miller goes to the overhand off the crossbar. And rebound loose. Steelhawks will pick it up, and it's Cody Hamley. He'll move it up to Edwards. And here come Whitby. Trent Boyd wasn't expecting that pass. Good job, great recovery, got some help. Ball loose in the dotted circle, Boyd! So Trent Boyd has been the leader on this team from the start. That's his first of the game, 17th of the season, and Whitby out in front, 1-0.
Yeah, here you have just a broken play from start to finish. You get the ball over the in the attacking zone, and that first pass is dropped. You know what I mean? And it's just a bunch of balls here, balls on the ground. Boyder just picks it up, shoots it through a crowd, and you know what? Goalie doesn't see that one coming.
No, and you see Brody Thomas a little frustrated with himself. Should have jumped on that loose ball laying around in that dotted half circle.
Yeah, you know, that's the biggest thing, right? When that ball's on the ground, you got to get on it. You just don't bat it away. You got to stick your nose on it and play it hard.
Guys will make you pay. Devin Pfeiffer now working the half boards right side, looking for a screen. He's going to peel around, takes that shot, steered aside. Good save made there. And it looks like it will be Sam Forbes that gets the start for Ohsweken and not Marquez Stonefish. So Forbes it is, the AP turnover, and Pfeiffer outnumbered 2-3 will pull it back out. And Whitby now again will go to work on offense. Skip pass across left side underhand, and an easy save made there. Shot by Dylan Goddard, and now keep an eye out here as Big Wayne Hill will move it up. He'll retreat to the bench now in the Ohsweken offense. Now will go to work Chris Atwood. Swinging around right side. He'll set a screen, look for the bounce out. Send over to James Whiteford. Whiteford sidearm, doesn't make it through. Rebound picked up. Tried the behind the back did Ryan Johnson. And Whitby now looking to move it up. Good forechecking though by the Bears, and just a little too much hands on. Will give possession back to the Bears. Left side. Whiteford looking for someone to pop up. Too much going on in there, and none of it good. So that will result in a turnover. And Joe, when we talk about loose balls being so valuable, but little things like that will drive a coach crazy.
Yeah, for sure. You know what? You're in down and working hard, and just one simple moving pick, a little check too hard down the offensive zone, killed your offense, right? So you got to make sure we're doing things right and working hard to get guys open. But at the same time, you know what? Got to keep it simple.
Well, Kane Kettle wasn't supposed to be in the lineup today, but he is. So good on Coach Ron Mouser Henry. And that turnover, Whitby 2-on-2. Atwood back on defense with Beaver. Third jumps into Rush Fernandez. Swing over. Good save made by Forbes. Steered aside, battling for it. Forbes will scoop it up. And come on out of the crease. Going to have to move it up over the timeline. Atwood with a nice lofty pass. Gets it up right into the pocket. And they'll swing it around. Whiteford, usually the general out there, plays the top, gets a step. Whiteford tried to tuck that just over the right shoulder, missed the net. Hill backing him up. Shot clock winding down. Hill takes the shot, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. Had a man wide open. Good job by Atwood to keep that on the offensive side and give his team a chance here. Cutting through, but not able to connect on the cutter. Bears battling for it. Hill does a good job. 8 on the shot clock. Defensively, though, the Steelhawks able to close it down, and Hill's going to run out of time. Goes to the backhand, no matter. 10:23 to go here in the opening quarter, and some end-to-end action here. Now, are you surprised, Joe, when you see this Ohsweken team, and you faced them already? They seem to have a little bit of fire. They never seem to give up.
No, you know what? They're playing with a full roster too. You know, and they've added a couple new guys to their roster and their team. And you know, like I said, they came off that win last weekend against Peterborough, which gives you a little bit of fire, a little bit of an edge. So you're going to play with that, you know, and you're going to run with it, see what happens.
Kane Kettle 2-on-1 with Kyle Pedwell. Kettle, though, wrong stick-hand side, so the angle limited. And a good job to hang on to that ball right there by Boissonneau, as he'll try to peel off. Anthony Patterson back in the lineup for Ohsweken, and that he's going to get the first penalty of this game. That bounce shot, good save by Forbes. So first power play will go to the Whitby Steelhawks. And had a chance to catch up with both coaches prior to the game, Joe, and spoke with Ron Henry, and his number one concern, stay out of the penalty box.
You know, in this league, you have to stay in the penalty box. You know, there are some dangerous players when you go 5-on-4, you get down a man, and, you know, you put yourself in jeopardy every time. And this Whitby team, they got some powerful guys playing on that team with Boyd and Goddard, Pfeiffer, you know, Fernandez on the left shooter. You know what, they're loaded on that side. So
as you can see, Boyd on that right side, Pfeiffer at the top. They got Goddard in that left shooter spot. Boyd sizing it up. Pfeiffer's going to step in, try to go to the far corner. Caught the bit of the post, so a reset on the shot clock. They'll go back to work. Pfeiffer and Boyd gapping that box. Good save there by Forbes. Here come the Bears in transition. Good job by Drayton Martin. He's going to work some clock. Got good speed. Ohsweken struggling, just 10% efficiency on the penalty kill, so they've given up some power play goals. Good job to work down the clock now with under 1:10 to go in the penalty. Steelhawks, though, regain possession as the shot clock expires, and back to work on offense goes Whitby. So Boyd will filter back out. Liam Osborne will slide down right crease. And they'll work it around, give everyone a touch here. 8:10 to go, 40 seconds left in the penalty. Pfeiffer's going to go to the bounce, too much of it, wide of the mark, going to go over the timeline. And a violation will give possession back to Ohsweken with 30 seconds to go here in the man short. They'll look to hold. And going for a bit of a run there is Gates Abrams. He'll get it off, and it's Lucas Beaver. Beaver looking to set a screen. Good move, Whiteford, and Beaver has Beaver on the drop off. Lucas Beaver, what a save! Big save right there from Martin. And boy, oh boy, you talk about standing tall. as he did the splits there. I don't know, Joe, can you still do the splits, or could you ever?
Never.
Yeah, me neither. I'm with you. That and the whole somersault gymnastics thing. So stick to lacrosse, all right? Much better. Boyd almost lost it. Isaac van der Zalm, outstanding job defensively, and that's going to take us to our first officials timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. Welcome back, and we talked about the splits, Joe Hiltz.
Here we have Ohsweken's down just 4-on-5. They just did a little split play and get Lucas Beaver wide open, and unfortunately, Caleb Martin comes with a big save on him. You know, Caleb Martin's been playing well these last couple of weeks, and he's standing his ground and giving Whitby a chance to win every night.
Well, you need good goaltending if you're going to win games in this league, and the Bears working around the horn. And almost looking 5-hole. And ready to celebrate, but a big save there from Martin keeps the wickets closed and keeps the game at 1-0. Osborne making a move. He's been good for these Steelhawks here this season. He'll get it back, working one-on-one. Quick shot, good defense, not able to find the mark. 10 on the shot clock, dump down, kick back out, quick shot. That doesn't get through either by Goddard. Gonna have to hurry. That one on target. And a good save made there by Forbes. And now, Ohsweken, you can see just a little bit of the comfort level. Even though they're still trailing by a goal, the Bears seem to be feeling a little better. The passes seem a little crisper.
Yeah, you know what? They know they're in this game, and they're going to be in it for a long time. Like, this game isn't over until it's over. And they're getting better every game out, for sure.
Scott Edwards has a man with him. Edwards goes to the overhand. Good save. Forbes steered that aside and out of play. So possession will remain right at this end here with the Steelhawks. 5:34 to go, opening quarter. Trent Boyd out there. He'll filter in down on that right side. Him and Gregor working it on the left. Goddard trying to find his way down the crease. Ball loose now. Picked up Boyd. Boyd, good stick fake. He'll let that quick shot go wide of the mark. Picked up though, and it's van der Zalm. Isaac van der Zalm, good speed, moves it up to Brandt. Brandt now, he'll wait, collect it, don't have the numbers. Ohsweken will set things up. Whiteford. Danton Miller will slide down on that left side on the screen. Big shot, looking for that top corner, just missed. Rebound to the Steelhawks, and they've got numbers. And maybe a wise decision by Highland to pull that out. Instead, dumps it down low, looking for the quick stick. Wheeler probably should have taken that shot just based on the fact of where he was positioned. And they'll kick it back to the top. Osborne swinging around left side. Trying to make a move on the screen and roll. Gets dumped. Good job defensively by Patrick Demikas. And now it'll be Beaver. Pull it back up. He'll retreat. And Abrams looking for an opening, gets a step, tried to put that one over the shoulder. I haven't really seen that work too often, Joe, when you try to feather that in like that.
Well, no, not when you're running down the lane away from the net. It's a tough shot. And I think just because he thought it's his height, he might have had that advantage trying to tuck it over. But still, it's a tough shot.
Tough shot regardless, as ball loose. Good job on the double team. Bears close that off. Excellent work on the loose ball by Brody Thomas. And Forbes now, soft outlet pass. Brandt tried to read it. Atwood's going to just move it up quick, and he did. Good job. Costello has a step, doesn't have the numbers. He's going to take it and lose it. And there'll be a delayed penalty coming up here, and looks like the Bears will make another trip back to the sin bin.
You know, that was just out of frustration. You know what? He had down there, he thought he could go 1 on 3, got checked. And after he got checked, though, he turned around and slashed the guy. And it's one of those penalties where offensive coaches are like, we can't take offensive penalties. The wrong end to take a penalty in. You're all the way down. Here he is in a break. He cuts inside, gets pounded here, and then takes a big swing at him. I think maybe he thought he might have shot the ball, taking a shot. Who knows? But at the same time, he had no ball and slashed the guy.
Second power play opportunity for the Steelhawks. That shot, I don't know how, from an impossible angle, as Dylan Goddard pockets his first of the game, his 11th of the season. And second goal comes courtesy the power play.
Yeah, these are those ones where you're a crease guy's dream, when you have a top guy that can shoot the ball, and the goalie has to step out and take that, which leaves about 1.5 feet in behind the goalie. So if that pass gets it, by the time the goalie gets back, you're beating them backside. It was just, a great look by Pfeiffer to find Goddard on the corner.
Goddard pinpoint accuracy, picking that short side. And now Vanderzalm tried to work himself over the timeline, instead loses it, and not quite sure why that wasn't an over and back call, but maybe because the ball remained in the neutral zone off the face-off. And Osborne working one-on-one, going to try to lean in. Good skip on the trailer in Fernandez, but he missed the net. Costello overruns the ball, but Beaver's there to back him up. Bears now will move it up. Just over 2.5 to go here, opening quarter. Brandt does a good job to elude one, and he'll kick it back out. Jake Bombury, he'll curl away. Whiteford looked like he was going to step into one, gets it over to Atwood. They haven't been able to get Atwood loose. Delayed penalty coming to the Steelhawks. Shot clock at 5. Don't have a whole lot of time. Whiteford lets it go. Good save made there, and first penalty for the Steelhawks will give the Bears their first power play opportunity of this game.
That was just a good hard cross check outside the neutral zone. Guy's not playing the ball, right? Definitely a penalty on that one. It's one of those things where, yeah, you can give a little cross check, but you're not knocking him to the ground.
Agreed. As Whiteford will pick it up. We are at the 2-minute mark here, quarter number 1. Bears looking for their first. Whiteford delivers. So a good finish there for Whiteford, their quarterback. First of the game, 8th of the season, and a much needed marker for the Bears.
Yeah, you know what? Another power play goal, right? Like we talked about earlier, you can't take penalties in the power play. And just an easy step in. Nobody stepped out on stick, right? Nice, powerful shot, beats them far side.
Well,
right?
it goes back to what we always talk about, and I know being a coach in this league, the special teams are extremely important, and a lot of times they dictate these games and the final outcome.
Absolutely. It's your special teams that are going to win you games, right? Everybody's going to play 5-on-5. Defense is strong. You're going to have the same offense running around. You hope you get a couple offensive goals here, but if power play goals and odd man situation goals are going to win the game for you.
Looks like scrum in the corner. Ball still loose. Shot clock under 10. Bears trying to fish it out. Steelhawks trying to fish it out. Bodies flying, and possession is going to, there was already an earlier interference call. Should give possession to the Steelhawks. We are going to make sure that some time is put back on the clock. And we'll get it all sorted out between Mark Sands and Kyle Coulter.
They didn't start the clock in time. That was the issue. So are they taking time off, or are they just leaving it?
Well, it looks like they're going to go with the 138, and let's play. Steelhawks looking to turn that corner. Dump it off was Goddard. Gregor takes a pass. Changed his angle. Probably had a better initial shot. Good job to track it down in Pfeiffer. And he'll swing it around on the reset. Boyd ducks under, tries the underhand. That's up and off the netting. With a minute 15 to go here, quarter number 1. 2-1 game. Bears now with possession. Both teams have a power play goal in this quarter. Beaver. He's going to draw the double team, try to bounce his way out. Finds a trailer in Whiteford. Whiteford and Beaver, 2-man game. Quick shot right in the breadbasket. Easy save made there. And they'll look to move it up as we're into the final minute here. Edwards is going to lug it over the timeline, dump it off. Osborne. Osborne had a head of steam going. He curled back out, looking for a cutter. Finds Goodchild. And a beautiful setup. So how about Tyler Badchild going to Edwards, the big man, for the finish?
Kind of like when you see those D guys up on O and they get the, a nice scoring opportunity. That was just some good ball movement. Atwood was late coming off the floor. Whitby was up 5-on-4, and they just got a little pass play going and hit Edwards' back door.
Well, do you find that a lot of times it's the transition players are the difference in the game? I mean, if you can get a little something out of your tranny guys, I mean, you got to be happy with that.
Absolutely. You know what? You want your guys to get on and off the floor as quick as you can. You know, when your offensive guys are walking back or jogging back, your D guys can't get on to help play D. Same thing when your D guys are walking up the floor trying to get off. You want to try to transition as quick as you can. They got to work together and
Goodchild sizing up another opportunity. Ball loose. Picked up, and now the Bears going to move it up. 15 seconds on the game clock. Brandt high stepping. Dumps it down. Vanderzon. Big save. Ball loose. Good job, Caleb Martin standing tall. Brandt going to circle around. 3 seconds. Gets it back out. Got to shoot it wide of the net. So Abrams couldn't find the mark, and that's going to do the first 15 in the books here at the ILA. 3-1 for the visitors from Whitby. We'll be back with quarter number 2. Welcome back here as we get set for quarter number 2. Lance Wynn alongside Joe Hiltz, the JVI production crew in the house. Thanks for tuning in here as we wrap up week 7 in the Arena Lacrosse League with our Sunday doubleheader. And good child looking for an open, finds a cutter in Goddard, wrong stick side, so good decision to pull that out. Looking, he'll swing it back to the right. So good interchange from the Steelhawks working the offense. Good save made there, and you got to like that kind of movement, Joe. And
yeah, absolutely. You know what? They're moving the ball well. You know what? They've been getting better and better every week out, making sure that everybody's touching the ball. Then they're sharing it. They're sharing the ball a lot.
Bears on offense here. Kick out. Kyle Pedwell. And Pedwell may have deflected just off McIntosh, but Kyle Pedwell wasn't supposed to be in the lineup today, but he is. Picks up his first of the game. It's 3-2.
Well, you look at this. She takes an outside pass. Why is that for a shot? Goalie's nightmare. Deflection off the guy's helmet. You know what I mean? Goalie's thinking it's going far side, and Kellen Martin just got stuck and couldn't react back, and it finds the top corner.
I'm impressed you saw that off the helmet. I tell you, your eyesight a little better than I gave you credit for, sir. So, yeah, good on you. That's the second time we did a game before, and you saw it ricochet off the leg and go off the post, back off the leg and in. So I was like, maybe he faked that one. But no, actually,
No,
I don't want people to think I'm giving you credit or anything.
You can just tell by the goalie's reaction. He lost that as soon as it was shot.
He could do
saw
nothing
it coming.
On that deflection.
He got set for it. He saw it coming, and all of a sudden he was froze.
So give Pedwell the goal. More importantly, the Bears close to within 1. Steelhawks back to work now. Big shot there and an easy save, Fernandez. Fresh clock, Boyd. He's going to circle around, kick it back out. They'll reset the offense. Fernandez back left side, kick to the right. Boyd, and that went off the post and off the netting. So a fresh 30. Possession remain right here. Offensive changes for the Steelhawks as they'll swing it around to the left side. Kick it back. Malik good out there on the left. Able to step in and tee that one up was Devin Pfeiffer. Couldn't find the mark. That's a violation. And going to be a penalty called on the play, and not quite sure. I thought that would have been an over and back call prior to the penalty. But either way, it looks like the Bears are going to head back to the penalty box, and the Steelhawks going to go back to the power play.
This was just good effort by Devin Pfeiffer to get this. You know what? It wasn't an on-purpose trip, but you know he swung a stick from downtown, came back, caught him across the bottom of the feet, which sent Pfeiffer on going forward. Right? I was just tripping.
Pfeiffer allowed to move right in. Late changes by the Bears. Not sure what they were doing, but there is a game going on here. As Osborne will swing it out to Boyd, they'll swing it around Pfeiffer. He'll size up that box. Dump over left side. Goddard tried to feather the underhand, and that never worked. Skip pass, knocked down, and Bears are going to fight, and it's going to be Lucas Beaver scooping that up. They got numbers. Boyd chasing Beaver. Beaver switch hands. He'll pull out. Good decision there by Lucas Beaver. He's going to draw a crowd here as he's going to try to weave through a couple and take a quick shot. Almost picked that top corner. Coming in to bail him out, Wayne Hill. Big man. Battling, picks it up, Hill, tiptoes, Wayne Hill on the doorstep. Buries a short-handed marker.
Well, that was some tiptoe on the line for sure. You know what? Lucas Beaver did all the work, got the ball down, got out, came back, took it on like a shot that the guy wasn't ready for, and then we find it here in the corner. He just beats 2 guys with no help coming back to help. He tiptoes that line. Far side, nice goal.
Beauty goal by Wayne Hill, a big man, very agile. And we're tied 3-3, still a minute left in the penalty. So the Steelhawks have gained a power play marker and given up a shorty. So call that even. And now they'll go back to work with 45 seconds left here. There's a bit of a tough start to that penalty kill, as moving in was Pfeiffer. Ball's laying there. Boyd kick back out. That shot off the helmet again, and you don't see that too often, let alone twice in a game. And
well, you know what? That's your defense just sacrificing their body and helping, you know what, helping take them shooting lanes away. Right? When your defense doing that, you're in a good spot.
Anthony Patterson found Whiteford, but a good save made there by Martin. Whiteford collects the loose balls, and right now you can see the momentum just tipping in the favor of the Bears. They're looking to kill the last 7 seconds of this penalty. Splitting two, but a good strip there. Good defense by the Steelhawks. And they'll look to move it up on offense. Penalty over, teams back to full strength. Edwards sizing up that back door. Let the offense filter out. Set it up on the right side, half boards. Boyd's going to step into one. Good save. Rebound loose. Gobbled up by the Steelhawks. In wide alone. Great save. Highway robbery right there. Malik good. The fakes were good. Save better. Kettle. Atwood. Goes to the 5-hole. No goal. Crease. And I'm not sure Chris Atwood's used to being that close to the net. Usually his shots are a little further out, but not able to split the wickets there. Big save.
There's a guy the Bears want to get going. You know, he's a guy he had a good game last week. He's been silent, you know, a couple other games before that. If you get him on the roll with Whitefield going on the other side, look out.
Different story as last week, of course, these Whitby Steelhawks with a convincing win over Peterborough. Over Six Nations, and that was a 16-5 game. Bit one-sided there as that ball's coughed up on the backhand pass, heads up on the back door, wrong stick side. Johnson, quick over, Whiteford, what a save there with the left glove. Boy, that was a big one from Caleb Martin, and keeping his team in this game. 9.5 to go. Trying to screen and roll. Had Wayne Hill, but couldn't get the pass through. Battling for it on the carpet. Under 10 on the shot clock now. Whitby will pick it up, and it's Hamley. Cody Hamley, 3-on-1. Steelhawks. Hamley slides it over. Good pass, but nothing doing as Sam Solitaro wasn't able to finish. And back come the Bears. Had a chance to speak with Cody Hamley's grandfather, who is a longtime lacrosse enthusiast and made a couple of trips to New Zealand. Good to have a chat with him as Bombury now will swing it to Brant. Brant tried to tee it up. Good job by McIntosh, get a stick in the shooting lane. Time winding down, and Highland now in alone. Big save there one more time. So excellent goaltending at both ends as Forbes doing his job. And Joe, I can't tell you how important having a goalie at least reliable is and how that filters down to the rest of your team.
Oh, absolutely. You know, goalies are making big saves. Players thrive off that. It pumps them up a little more and gets them going a little hungrier.
Whiteford gets a screen. Danton Miller looking for the roll. Good save there. Rebound and a great job as Atwood was on the doorstep, parked, but couldn't beat Caleb Martin. Little two hands on there will give possession back to Whitby as we're just over 8 minutes. Whitby being generous. Looks like they're trying to give it right back. And a good job by the Bears to collect it. And now Martin. Drayton Martin, defender on him. He'll pull it up. And they'll quickly swing it over. Big man, and what a finish, Wayne Hill. Keeping it simple and just picking that corner.
Yeah, you know, that's just some up and down. The Bears went up, lost it, came back down. Whitby lost it. And on the transition on the way back, Whitby got caught slow changing and found the guy far side coming off the bench. Guy trailing, no help. Nice shot.
Give these guys a free lane to that net. You're hanging your goalie out there to dry, and that's the case. First lead of the game for Ohsweken as they now lead this one 4-3. So 3 unanswered by the Bears. So a bit of a mini run now. Whitby going to try to steal back some of this momentum. Boysono, good hands by Boyd. Boyd, send it in. That's the answer you're looking for as Boyd feeds John Leclerc, and he pockets his first of the game, tied 4-4.
Just a little scrambling play, gets the ball over to Boyd. He's on the far side looking at Johnny Leclerc, cuts through the middle, wide open. Short side, nice shot.
Well, I like that full extension by Boyd. If he doesn't catch that pass, it goes off the boards and could be headed up the other way. Instead, finds a cutter.
And like I said, you know, when those D guys transition up the floor, you know what? They're bonus goals for you.
Off the draw. Looking to put together something. Jordan Roberts took it, drew a crowd, got it off, and pulling out is McGregor. McGregor in there with Anthony Patterson, and Patterson just a bit too hands-on. And possession will go to Whitby. 7:09 to go here, second quarter. Swinging around, set things up. Looking down low as Fernandez swung it over. And Goodchild, he'll duck in to a couple of cross checks, trying to swim his way through. And going to be another penalty on the play, as looks like the Bears will be playing a man down one more time.
I think we got him on the
You
whole.
coach, you ref, you do some broadcasting. What else?
I
What
think
else
we
you
got him on. I think we got him on.
Do you have any free time?
No, I think we got him on a hole in the stick. You know, the guy's trying to get away. We just kind of got to grab him. I think the ref culture was a little late watching that happen, but I think they made the right call on that one.
So they're going to call it interference, or is that a hold? Okay, so there you go. Now, I'm not going to give you a whole shirt full of stripes, maybe 1 or 2. That's about it for now, all right? As once again, Steelhawks back to work on the power play. They're 1 for 3, and they've given up a shorthanded marker. Goodchild out there. He'll interchange to the top. He'll size it up, goes to the sidearm. So how about that, Tyler Goodchild? First of the game, 9th of the season.
That, you know, that was just a nice shot by Goodchild. He stepped down like he was going to shoot it short side. When he catches this ball, he steps down the lane. He looks like he's going to shoot it short side. When he gets it back here, steps down the lane, and then he kind of hooks it outside back, far side shot.
Great use of the defender, too. Put
Absolutely.
it right to his right side, and you know that it was tough for Forbes to actually see that ball, see the release point of that ball. So off the draw, so Whitby battles their way back here. And they'll set things up. Teams back to full strength. 5-on-5, wide open, dancing from point blank range was Liam Osborne, and he missed the net. Bears counter the other way. Just over 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Hannah Brandt had a cutter, not able to connect. Whitby will pick it up. Now it's Edwards. Edwards had a goal earlier in this game. He'll wait for some numbers. They don't get it. They'll swing it around. Boyd, backhand pass down low. Tried to tuck that one in, and a good job keeping it from going over the line. Quick outlet. Beaver on the short hop. What a save at the other end. Man, oh man, Caleb Martin stuck the glove out. Lucas Beaver again with a golden opportunity.
I think he just tried to be a little too pretty. Little too pretty on that one. I think instead of trying to put it in the net, a little too fancy.
Oh, in your playing days, you never did anything fancy, did you? Everything was straight by the book, wasn't it, Mr. Hiltz?
No.
Yeah. Backdoor Whiteford looking for a cutter. Atwood lets it go on target. Good save there. Rebound picked up. It's Miller. We're under 5 minutes to go here. Swinging around, Atwood right side. Looking for a screen. Peel back out with Abrams on the dump. Abrams, easy save there, as just a little bit of a shrug of the shoulders by Martin. And And
TV timeout.
We've been waiting for that with 4:44 to go here, as that should take us to our officials' timeout. Quick break. We'll be back. Back here on the carpet at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. Here on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Lance Wynn, Joe Hiltz, glad you've tuned in. 5-4 game, the Steelhawks in the lead. The Bears with possession. Whiteford going to try to elude a defender, bring it around, looking for someone to pass to, finds Miller, Danton Miller. The man on, he'll switch hands, Danton Miller. That was a beauty goal. Miller's 8th of the season, first of the game, and sometimes, Joe, you just keep it simple.
Just a good old-fashioned swim move on with the ball. Swim move with the ball, gets him, pushes him behind him a little bit. Whoop. Top corner. Like that was a great shot.
Top corner, short side, nothing easy about that. Job well done, all tied 5-5. Off the draw, loose, and good job by Bombury as Goodchild managed to track down that loose ball, gets it in the offensive end. Now it's Leclerc. Leclerc will stay out there on that left side, bounce over to the right, look for someone, skip it across. Working on the half boards, one-on-one, it's Osborne. Goes to his knees, tries a shot wide of the mark. Beaver's gonna pick that up and in some trouble. What a fake by Lucas Beaver to get out of trouble. Numbers here and good transition defense by the Steelhawks. No chance to take advantage. And now Atwood, wrong stick side, still off the crossbar. Deadly accuracy as Pedwell will pick him up on the rebound. On the reset, and that pass just errant. So mental mistake there by the Bears will give the Steelhawks possession. Goodchild send it around, and they'll hold up with Anderson, let the rest of the offense get on the floor. Anderson fakes the backhand, goes to the overhand, wide of the mark. Reset called, kick back out, fresh clock. Devin Pfeiffer will slow things down. Looking for an opening. That shot, that might have got off the crossbar and the posted out, but I don't have Hilt's eyes, so I only saw one.
Pretty sure it hit the post and came out on that one. It was just, that ball had eyes.
Fernandez was looking for Goddard to cut through. Nothing doing there. Looks like going to be 2 penalties on the play, and they're going to go to the same individual, as it looks like Isaac Vanderzon. Have to do a check, as it is Vanderzon. So not sure if he's going to get 4 here or just the 2.
Oh, I think he's going to get 4 or 7.
So high stick he called.
Yeah, so play. Basically he's going to get the mugging early when Goddard's or Osborne was over here on the side. He just pounds him to the ground, right? That's you know, it's on his back. And here he turns back into him. We're going to go 5 minutes probably on that one, but we'll see. Nope. Yep. There it is.
Well, it looks yep. Well, Okay, we have to put another stripe on your shirt, Joe, as looks
what?
like a 5-minute major is the
you
call.
You got to protect the guy, right? Like, you got to protect the offensive guy. It's just one of those.
So Whitby will go to a 5-minute power play. And looks like they're adjusting. We'll have to wait and see, and you called it. So a 5.
Yeah.
So it looks like 7.
Yeah. So he got a 2 for the first one from behind when he dropped to the ground, and the second one he turned around and he caught him. Maybe didn't mean to hit him so high, but he just, as he turned, he's running towards him and caught him.
The first number you called was 7, so I got to give you that. So to work with plenty of time to take advantage here. Steelhawks pass in traffic. 10 on the shot clock. Osborne circles around, kicks it back out. Goodchild not able to pocket it. Goes over the line. Going to be a violation. And lucky no delay call on Pfeiffer for touching the ball after the whistle went. Brandt now. So a whole lot of time to kill here for the Bears. 2:15 to go. Patterson working the half boards, looking for a screen. Draws 2 defenders, loses it, still had it but lost it. Steelhawks now going to move, and it's Pfeiffer. Patterson chasing him. Pfeiffer. Stop, start, pull it back out, be a little more deliberate, under 2 minutes here in the half. Boyd out there on that right side. Good filtering in there here now on that left shooter. No look skip, Boyd. Good ball movement by the Steelhawks. Working around that one there with 2 on the shot clock. So getting real deep in the count are Whitby and not able to get a shot off on that possession. And now it's Atwood. Atwood zip the pass down low. And it's Whiteford. A short-handed marker. And what a heads-up pass from Chris Atwood.
I'm not even sure how he got that wide open, because I thought the Whitby guy got to the bench before. But he doesn't run back. The guy comes off the bench and runs into the middle instead of covering that far door. It's very important to cover that far door. And that's why Whitefield gets wide open.
Wide open, and Caleb Martin at the mercy.
Another short-handed goal.
So 2 short-handed goals for the Bears here in this game. And they've got a 6-5 lead with 1:20 to go here in the first half. So Whitby has answered each and every call. Boyd, I'd like to see a little more out of Boyd. Been a little quiet here, Joe, considering he comes in the team's leading scorer. That pass, good job playing to Karam. Looking to step in, Goddard, and on cue, Trent Boyd. Beauty finish.
As you were saying.
So Boyd with his 2nd of the game.
Yeah, you know what you just have here? Just again, guy, the goalie's facing hard to the shooter and cannot react quick enough to get back. And you know, when you're on the carpet, it's tough for that goalie sometimes to get that step. And
don't have the slide.
No,
right?
you don't have the slide to get all the way across, right? And you know what? Maybe he played a little too tight on that post, but you know, that was a great pass by Goddard over to Boyd, who buries it in the back into the net.
I was gonna say, Dylan Goddard, great job threading the needle. That no-look pass, and right off the bat, possession to the Steelhawks into the final minute here with over 5 minutes to go in the major. Your Whitby, you figure you want to collect at least a couple. And a big shot there from Pfeiffer. Beaver picks it up, zips it up, and on the run. Here are the Bears. Martin, what a split save there from the other Martin, Caleb. And Whitby will counter the other way, 30 seconds left in the game clock.
There's where Drayton, you know what? He was too worried about the guy chasing him than getting to the goal. By looking over his left shoulder, he slows himself down, and instead of getting it right to it.
Well, we've seen that. I mean, you hear the footsteps coming, but at the same time, you got to know how quick you're moving and concentrate on what you're going to do to beat that goalie.
Absolutely. You know, he had a good lead on him here. He's got a good lead. He's catching up, and then he starts to looking behind him, trying to figure out where he is, which slows him down a little bit, which allows him to have that off-balance shot. and Caleb Martin comes up with a nice save.
So you've got possession here. Man advantage 25.8. You're Brad Reed. What are you telling your guys?
We're going 5-on-4. We should, to me, I wouldn't pull my goalie on this one, because if you do turn it over early, then you're in trouble going back, right? To me, you got a good old power play going on here, 5-on-4. Your power play scoring goals, right? Looks like, Caleb Martin's going back out. So, good call by Brad Reed on this one. Just go 5-on-4. Your power play's doing well. They put the ball in the net lots of time. So.
And how are you looking to defend this if you're Ohsweken?
Right now, you know what? I give him a little bit of time with the ball. But I have, at some point you got to jump, maybe Trent Boyd or somebody, and get them on the run, get them off center, because they're going to want to go through Boyd to get this, or Goddard. So one of those two guys.
So Pfeiffer at the top, Boyd on that right side shooter. Good child, left side shooter. He'll shoot it down, looking for the cutter, design play. Knocked down, broken play now. Osborne gets it over. Goddard shot knocked down. No reset, and the Bears will pick it up. They'll look to move it up, but time's going to wind down, and that will do it for 2 quarters here at the ILA. We're tied 6-6. We'll take a break. We'll be back with third quarter action.
Walsh looks down floor, finds Curtis right at center, who dishes it in, and a good opportunity by Bragg, but Deacon not with the save. Long pass from Walsh, right in the stick. Nice play, but big save by Knott at the other side. And watch Thompson, he has some room here. And then he goes to toss it over, and right off Chapman's stick past Walsh. We're going to see a fight now. The two Warriors exchanging it out. It's Caleb Bingley mixing it up. Didn't see who he's going with. The jersey got ripped off pretty quick. There's Bingley. He's pretty fired up after that one. He had some words for Knott before heading to the bench after his last shift. Now he does the championship belt a la Ty Domi. You see Veltman right after getting that pass from Tompkinson over to St. John, and he doesn't miss many of those when he's left alone. John St. John once again. There's the dish to the far side. A nice pick. Gives St. John a little bit of room to come out and unload that shot. See right after the shot, Nolan, he's left all alone. And then just a high stick out of nowhere. And that'll be 5 minutes. Oshawa quickly back the other way on transition. Breakaway shoots and Masters with the huge save. Great passing play for the Outlaws. A little backhander by Gilray, and then Laskowitz takes his time to find an opening.
It's a pass from Goddard. Down to Goddard. Goddard looks inside. Vernal actually knocks this down and then loses the ball, and Whitby just picks it up here in front, and unfortunately nobody's in there to step in and stop him. Yeah, here you have the balls on the left side, just kind of swings around across the top over to Osborne, and Osborne just patient and winds up like he's going to shoot the ball and tucks underneath. You know what? Gets a good step on him, and no help comes from the far side, which
trying to find a lane down the middle. It's Justin Porga. He goes far side. Here's an opportunity and scores. They finally get inside as Chayton King able to find the back of the net, top corner.
You know what, Scotty? It was time. It was, he's a goal scorer, and he where is he here? It comes across here. He just beats the guy in the outside, and boom, top corner, short side. Nice shot. I think it was Boyd, wasn't it? A nice pick on Trent Boyd here, and he just slips underneath. Boom, flips it back to the guy, and he just has a free shot from the slot. And again, they're getting their shots from prime shooting spots, and Whitby's ready for transition. Off away they go, and you got Osborne on playing defense, an offensive guy playing some D right now, and takes advantage of it and scores in the game. But it's just some hard work, determination by Whitby here on offense. They got some defensive guys still on the floor. do some hard work getting to the ball. You know, at the end of the day, they just swing it around, get the ball to the goal scorer on the far outside wing. You know, again, an uncontested shot. Absolutely. Here he gets crushed up against the board. It's almost like it's a broken play right now. He's like at nowhere. And he just comes in, he just bulldozes his way over top. Nice little look, puts it back far side top corner. Like, great effort by Dylan Goddard on that one.
Come out the winner at the end of 4 quarters here.
Handling the ball right now, Hunter Agus right down in the middle. Wide open is Lemaire.
Well, it does start with transition here. The Bears really didn't get a chance to get set up in their defense and really left Lemaire wide open right there on the crease. And
with the ball now, Lucas Beaver playing the two-way street, and they'll swing it over to Chris Atwood. Back in the lineup. Atwood!
well, and if you blink, you're going to miss this release from Q as well. This is just a rifle of a shot. Bit of a bad angle. It's going to come around the screen here and just fires. It looks like he's going to go over the top. And Stonefish not ready for that release. What a good find from Lemaire. And that first step creates the separation. It's Marley Angus going straight to the net to put that one in. But
play by Q. Talk about persistence there as Q got it, picked up his own rebound, and caught Stonefish napping with a tuck around from behind the net. Atwood out there right side. Him and Whiteford will work that two-man game. Atwood feeling it, and a beauty finish on that crease. So a nice job, and give credit to Danny Weiss. And I stand corrected. That's Marvin Curry with the finish. Beaver. Beauty pass right across the Kettle. Kettle not able to beat Cosgrove. 3-on-3, got Lemaire. Q gets the step, diving. Almost tucked that in, but Stonefish closed that off.
The ball fly here starts with Dawson. It's going to come through Lemaire, who, by the way, has 3 points already out of the 5 goals on Paris's board. And just snaking through that penalty kill box. Another guy who's been doing this for a long time. That's probably why. Well, there's a pass afterwards, so I was wondering if the hidden ball trick got them, but Renaud just kind of picks his spot. And 2 more River Wolves get points who weren't on the board to this point. So really balanced offense coming from them out of their 7th goals so far. This is just a bomb down floor. How about the pickup? I hope we get it. Yes, we do, of course, best in the business. And then Simonelli from the wrong side to Barry. That's a great play all around. Well, Cosgrove knows he's going to shoot. That's why he goes down early. Pass is going to get there quick. And watch him change up. All his goals so far have been over the shoulder, like you said. And, yeah, he's getting blocked. So what does he do? He goes down sidearm.
Swinging around left side. And a good spin move. Cosgrove with a great save. And again, Ohsweken picking it up. Cosgrove again, 6 the pad out.
It really was, and had to do it because Paris does defend this pretty well with some extra speed, so can't quite turn to get back to his natural side.
Well, Cosgrove wasn't expecting it. Welcome back as we get set for third quarter action. The Ohsweken Bears serving a major penalty. Just under 4 minutes left in that, so Whitby will come out with another power play opportunity. And Joe, when we look at this, Whitby's had 5 power play opportunities. They've scored 3 power play goals, but given up 3 shorthanded goals.
Yeah, it doesn't really work out in coach's favor, does it? You know, your power play is supposed to put you their +1s, right? And right now we're even.
So the Bears have continued to battle back here, and we're tied 6-6 with 2 quarters to go. And off the draw, Steelhawks pick it up, and they'll set things up in the offensive end with Wheeler. He'll peel and head back to the bench. Liam Osborne will wait for the remaining offensive unit to come on out there as Pfeiffer will be at the top. Boyd will slide over to that right shooter spot and take the top on the interchange. Kick over, Osborne sizing it up, tried to skip that pass across. Beaver picks it up. He's going to work his way into the offensive end. Got Osborne on him. Beaver's going to go by him, pulls it out. Quick shot on target. Good save made there. So Caleb Martin had to be sharp early on. Beaver, oh, he's slippery when wet, and he's tough to handle. Just working some clock. 20 on the shot clock. And they'll just leave him out there and let that shot clock wind down as he'll get some help from Whiteford. Whiteford now will look to log some time. 5 on the shot clock. He'll dump that up and off the screen. So an effective 30 seconds killed by the Bears. Steelhawks now will have a chance here with 2:45 to go into man advantage. Looks like there has been a goaltending change. Let me just double check that for you as no, it still looks like Sam Forbes is in the net. And at the other end, of course, Caleb Martin. No need. I mean, these 2 guys have only given up 6 goals in 30 minutes. That's impressive in itself.
Yeah, and you know what? They've had a ton of shots on them as well. Like, you know what? They're being tested. Caleb Martin's being tested down here. He's kept these guys close. Same as
Forbes.
Yeah.
So goaltending's been good. Penalty now, 2 minutes remaining as Whitby now will set back up. I wouldn't say they've struggled on the power play, but it certainly hasn't looked sharp or as sharp as usual. Pfeiffer, that shot wide. Collects that, no reset. 5 on the shot clock, dump down. Swing over as Osborne got that on target, so a fresh clock for Whitby now will give them some more time to work here on offense. Under a minute and a half to go in the penalty. Pfeiffer, 2-man game at the top. He'll slide over left side. Osborne in the middle. That sidearm goes off the post and out of play, and will stay right here with the Steelhawks. Boyd swinging around. Osborne, they'll kick it to the left side and swing it back out. Boyd inches way in. Pfeiffer, skip, looking for that short side, but that's closed off and fished out, but losing his stick, and probably should have jumped on that. But instead, a good job there by Forbes to get it up. 40 seconds left. Atwood. Osborne on him. And he'll dump it in. They'll try to work a one-on-one matchup. Jonah Mohawk kick it back out. What a shot from Dan Miller. Sidearm bounce, top corner.
That was a sidearm change-up bounce. That ball would hit the ground there. It just changed direction right away. And again, one of those lucky bounces that beats Martin. Scratch it, goes for an underhand here late in the clock. You know what? And it skips high, right? Martin thinks it's going low, skips high.
All you can say about that. So, second shorthanded marker in this 5-minute major. Third in the game. for the Bears, and they have been taking advantage of their own miscues here and lead this one 7-6. Still 20 seconds left in the power play for Whitby. Steelhawks almost seem more comfortable playing 5-on-5. Goddard, he's going to go to the bounce shot. Good save by Forbes. He'll collect it, and just 5 seconds left in the 5-minute major, and boy, for the Bears, they're able to kill this off, which they are. Got to be big for their momentum.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? On situations like this is where you pick up some speed. You know, you pick up some more want to get to the goal.
Atwood with some room. And a good save there, but the outlet a little shaky. And it'll be Clint Lewis now to collect it. Got to hurry, and he does. Good clock awareness. Pfeiffer now half boards right side. Van der Zalm on him. Bears have killed off that major penalty. Lead this one 7-6. Swing over left side. Kick it back. Not able to handle it. Van der Zalm. He's going to scoop it up. One to beat. Dangerous in transition. Isaac Van der Zalm goes to the bounce off the post and out of play. So maybe the scouting report put it on the floor, bounce.
Oh, that was a great shot. Far side bounce shot. It's a tough one to corral by the goalie as well. So if it does hit the goalie here to post, it's going on a bounce.
Bears now working on offense. Swing it back out. Whiteford give and go. Two-man game. Bombury dumps it off and had Miller on the roll. Miller fishes it out. Looking for someone. 1-2. Whiteford with the finish. Good heads-up play there as Danton Miller found Whiteford creeping around that doorstep, and what a beauty finish.
Yeah, you know what? That was a beautiful finish on that one. He just had him going fake short side, far side goal. But the work came behind the net where he continued on the ball. Martin had the ball, bobbled it, he scoops it out of the air, and now we got possession going the other way. Martin scrambling to get back in goal, right? Defense is thinking they have the ball, so they're turning outward. So, you know what? Hey, good work.
Third of the game for Whiteford. He's got 10 in the season. And the Bears now riding the wave. Largest lead of the game. Hill parting the waves and picking the top corner.
Well, I'm not too sure with this one. You know what? He had his way with that as well. You know.
Oh, he had his way. You're right.
He takes a nice pass here at the top. Why don't he shoot? And Edwards shows him his stick instead of getting in on his body to stop him from getting inside to shoot that ball. You know, you got to stop the guy from going to the goal. You just swing your stick and hopefully he shoots through it.
I know every coach I ever had would have said cross-check. Cross-check. Okay? It's the way the game's played.
Basic 101.
Basic one-on-one. That's the most effective defensive play you could do as Pfeiffer working one-on-one. Good quick pass and tick out. Good. Couldn't make good there, and now it's going to be Beaver. And Pfeiffer going to run him down and stay with him. So the Bears have seen they got stronger as this game's gone on. Whiteford. It goes to the bounce. So I tell you about the scouting report. And the last three have hit the carpet first before they found the back of the net.
Well, yeah. I think what's happening here is if you're watching Caleb Martin on this, when the pick happens, he comes across, he's out on him, but instead of moving his foot and stepping to the right, he's just turning his body. He's trying to hope the ball's hitting him rather than getting out in front of the ball, right? We're going to have a goalie change here. Grant Crowley coming into play.
Well, of course, Grant Crowley, this was his former team, came from St. Catharines, the Shockwave, and now, of course, being the Bears. So a chance for him to maybe prove himself as Costello, largest lead of the game of 4. 10-6 in favor of the Bears, and it's Beaver. He'll retreat. Patterson will work the top as Big Wayne Hill will slide into that left side. Brandt runs into trouble there. Good defense by the Steelhawks as they close it up. And possession to Whitby, so a good defensive hold. by Whitby will get them possession right back, and with 8.5 to go, they've got some work to do here. Atwood knocks that down and picks it up. He'll send away Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm 1-on-2. He'll wait, think better of it, pull it out, let the offense go back to work. Whiteford has been outstanding in this game so far. Skip pass, quick shot, and a good save there. So Crowley tested early, up to the task, and here come the Steelhawks. Roberts in transition, roll, spin, his shot stopped. Boyd in there, good cross check, gets the ball back to the Steelhawks. Boyd picks it up, Osborne, good cross check right back, and back come the Bears and tangled up there. And in the meantime, between time, numbers for the Bears. Trailing, inside out, Bombury. Good save, Crowley. Quick outlet, back the other way. Boissonneau has someone with him, and easy save. As it looks like Jeff Fernandez didn't get everything on it he wanted. Costello got to hurry. Wide open down there. And a good save, point blank. And both teams a little slow on the changes. And Whitby now without numbers, they'll set it up. Unless Osborne will go one-on-one. Trying to beat Vanderzalm, who does a good job to stop him in his tracks under 7 minutes to go. Pfeiffer, the spin, Vanderzalm, recovery. Crease the call. And with 6:51, that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. Quick break for us. We'll be back. Go back as it's a 10-6 ball game here, and appreciate Joe Hiltz being able to reflect on back in the day, the different surfaces that we played on. It was concrete, and if you had it at an indoor arena, it was polished concrete. If you played outdoor, it was just good old-fashioned sidewalk concrete. So you had to learn the bounces. What a pass play, but a better save as Crease called. Good diagram play right out of that officials break at Beaver. And a good job to get it over the timeline there. As give some credit to John Wheeler. And I'm going to have to go with Weller on that. And it is Weller. 10 on the shot clock. Boyd, skip back down. Trying to curl around, and a quick shot on target. Good save. And now it's going to be Kettle. Kane Kettle played sparingly, though, in this ball game. Haven't seen him on that carpet too much. Danton Miller does a little bit of a loop, draws a crowd, skips it back out to Atwood. Atwood. 10 on the shot clock. Whiteford looking for an opening. One-on-one with Edwards. Dump pass on the back door. Atwood. The finish. Boy, he's slippery. He's crafty, that Chris Atwood.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, he needs to get involved in this game. He got a nice assist earlier. Here he scores a nice goal going backdoor slide. You know, it's just a good ball movement before this even started, though. He just, you know what? He just finds that backside lane, and Crowley gets a piece of it, but can't hold on to it.
So Atwood with his first of the game, 9th of the season, and the knock on Atwood's always been Great offensive player, but spends too much time in the penalty box. Well, he's curved that this season, and as we can see here, and we don't want him to do anything on cue, but he's more valuable to his team on the carpet than he is in the penalty box.
Yeah, for sure, because he takes a valuable D guy, too, away from the center of that floor, because you got to make sure you're covering him.
So you heard it, of course. Possession to Whitby. We, of course, want to remind our viewers out there, second half of our doubleheader, we'll see first place Oshawa Outlaws taking on the Six Nations Snipers, and there's a much-needed something as Trent Boyd finally gets some momentum on the side of the Steelhawks, his third of the game.
Here you have the Bears. They're just kind of like floating back inside. They're stuck inside the dotted line. Boyd just steps in, and you can't let him shoot the ball like that. He's going to find the net every time.
I would think that Coach Brad Reed would want Boyd maybe to shoot a little more. He's been doing a lot of facilitating in this game, but I think sometimes as one of the leaders, you kind of got to know, Joe, what does your team need?
Yeah, for sure. Like, he's finding a lot of guys good guys checking him now, right? So, you know what? He's not getting that shot off all the time, but he does find that lane, and when he finds the lane, he's very dangerous.
Boyd, he'll swing it over. Curling around is good. Get it back to Boyd. Boyd, 10 on the shot clock. That's wide of the mark. Rebound picked up. And a good underhand finish right there. So looks like that was Devin Pfeiffer. Or sorry, Tyler Goodchild with his second of the game.
And we talk about Boyd shooting the ball. Here he comes around the top. He takes a hard shot, which turns into a goal on the far side rebound, right? So by him shooting the ball, right, causing the defense to twist and turn, Goodchild finds that ball on the outside and has a great opportunity and finds the back of the net again.
Good child, bad child, call him what you want. He's got 10 on the season. And Whitby now, you can see, trying to put together a little momentum. Bears, though, with the interception, 2-on-2. In transition is Blake Halliday. And excellent transition defense by the Steelhawks. And in some trouble, Whiteford. He's going to pull it back out, 15 on the shot clock. Whitby going to leave a man in the offensive end. Patterson with a bullet from way out. Crowley stopped that. Crowley so far giving his team a little bit of a lift since he's come in between the pipes here. Been solid this quarter. And Boyd. Defender jumps in. Boyd's pass up off the boards. Kettle using his speed trying to pick that up and go. But a good recovery there by Goodchild. He'll look to dump it off, and Goddard stopped. Kane, Kettle. Quick outlet, Atwood, good hands. He'll bring it in. Got numbers, 3-on-2, dump down, wide open, and top corner, Kyle Pedwell.
Nice read by Atwood to understand the Whitby guy changed late, which gave him a 3-on-2 down the middle. Right? And he just takes as deep as he can. Nice little fake. Feeds it in. A nice short side high.
No chance for Crowley. One knee and easy top corner pick. So a big answer for the Bears as they restore that 4-goal cushion. Just under 3.5 to go. Quarter number 3 off the draw. Weller's going to pick that one up. And a good move to peel back the other way on the reverse. He'll dump it back down. And now Osborne will go airborne to collect that pass. Kick it back out. Trailing is Pfeiffer. He'll let it go. That's blocked. Good job by Vanderzalm to knock that down. Under 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer going to try to turn the corner. Vanderzalm on him. Kick out. Quick shot. Good save there by Forbes. Looking the other way. Bears trying to counter. And going to have to hurry. Get over the timeline. Atwood into some trouble. 3 defenders around looking for some assistance. Trying to get out of there. Osborne knocks it out. Trying to use his speed. And Whiteford trying to catch him. Good save there by Forbes. And now it'll be Whiteford that'll move it up. Hill. Zip it across. Danton Miller. One-on-one. Gets a screen. Kick back. Hill trying to post up. Sorry, that's Gates Abrams trying to post up in that dotted circle. Kick back out Miller swing around left side, Whiteford. Whiteford, good fake, flip back. And Jonah Mohawk was there. And with 2 on the shot clock, they're going to have to leave it right there, and Whitby's going to scoop it up. We're at the 2-minute mark here. Third quarter. 12-8. Bears leading. Clint Lewis getting harassed. Loses it. Outstanding defense there by Hannah Brandt. And they got numbers. Bears, Brandt, right stick side, bounce shot. Crowley with the good save. Crowley will loft that one up. Atwood will intercept it. And now they'll be a little more deliberate with 1.5 minutes to go. Beaver. He'll survey the situation. Look, flip back. Had Bombury, wasn't able to connect. Bombury still fighting for it. And here come the Steelhawks the other way. Boysono tried to go 5-hole, and that was stopped by Forbes. Look for the outlet, and it'll go to Kettle. Thinks better of it, and Miller. Under 1 minute to go. Important here that the Bears keep the momentum heading into the fourth quarter. And Whiteford tried to dump it off, got it to Atwood. Atwood knocked down by Edwards, so that's a fresh clock with 44.6 to go. Miller, one-on-one on that side. And he just takes Weller in, run out of real estate. Creased the call, so good defense there. And it'll go up the other way. .30 seconds on the game clock. Pfeiffer, half boards, kick it back out. Whitby looking for something late here. Looking to close this 4-goal gap. Down low, and Boyd tried to shovel it. And tough angle as Forbes closed that off. 15 on the game clock. Brandt gonna have to get to some high stepping if they're gonna take advantage on the game clock. 7. Quick shot by Vanderzome. And that's gonna do it. Run it out. 3 quarters. They've been 3 good ones. 12-8. Ohsweken Bears. We'll be back with the fourth. Welcome back, and just to remind our viewers out there, make sure you are on the YouTube channel, Arena Lacrosse League channel, and the number 3. If you're not tuned in, if you are, you know where to be, and hopefully you'll stick around as we've got the Oshawa Outlaws and the Six Nations Snipers going head to head. Oshawa trying to remain atop the standings. Six Nations Snipers trying to find their way to the middle of the pack. We're headed to our final 15. 4-goal deficit for the Steelhawks. Teams at full strength. So some work to do here. And Joe, what's your little pep talk with the Bears between the third and the fourth quarter?
You can't take silly penalties, right? You can't give this power play an opportunity to score goals on you. And, you know, and when we do get possession, don't panic with the ball.
So I'd say of those three things, they've accomplished two of them. But a delayed penalty now will start this quarter off. They'll be down a man. And the power play for Whitby will get their first opportunity here in the second half. They had
and our newcomer, new ref Delaney, she makes a great call on that one. You know what? And today I thought she'd been doing a great job here today.
She has done an excellent job, and I think one of the character traits about an official out there is you don't really notice them.
No.
And that tells you that it's a very well officiated game. And again, back to work in the power play. 3 for 5 are the Steelhawks. They've also given up 3 shorthanded goals. So a good save there by Crowley. And now plenty of time on the shot clock. Minute and a half to go in the power play. Boyd was curling off, picks up the rebound, tried to fake it and go short side, but couldn't do it. And now the Bears Kettle will have to hurry to get it over. Does. Gets it to Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm, he'll work some clock here in no hurry. Edwards on him. 10 on the shot clock. Atwood. You can bet he'll draw a crowd. 2 defenders moving up. 5 on the shot clock. Dumps it down, and trying a one-handed grab was Danton Miller. But the defense was just too tight. Whitby now will counter the other way. Boyd will set things up. 45 seconds remaining in a man advantage. Just over 13 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Got to figure the Steelhawks need a little something here just to get that momentum back. Boyd gaps it, fakes it. Pfeiffer, skip pass, finish. So how about that quick release from Dylan Goddard as he makes good for the second time in the game.
Yeah.
Another power play marker.
And you know what? That's been their go-to on a power play the whole game here, right? Step in, feed those corner guys. Forwards have a tough time getting back to that post, right? So I think that's the third goal. I think like that, where they've hit that high to low pass, where he's just a little late stepping back inside.
So Forbes, and I apologize, I may have called him Crowley, but he is Forbes, and off the draw, Bears pick it up. They're on the run. No numbers, and that shot took out a defender. Picked up, quick shot bounce. Jake Bombury. Man, you talk about being an opportunist. Boy, oh boy, he wasted no time picking up that loose ball.
No, he saw that ball laying there on the ground. He went and got it. And it came off an errant shot. There was a shot that was taken that, you know, was a questionable shot to be taken out of time, but it was taken. Hit the guy in the leg. And Bombury recognized that, comes through, scoops it up, and buried the bounce shot. Well,
you're being nice, Coach, because I'll tell you right now, that was an ill-advised shot, in my opinion. Luckily, Jordan Roberts took that off the leg, and Bombury played that rebound and that carry. But to take that shot on a 3-on-4, when you've got a 4-goal lead, I mean. But either way, worked out okay for them. So what do you say? Accept the result, and the possession will go to Good and the Steelhawks. So a Goddard, a Goodchild, and a Good on this squad. A lot of options, Joe. A lot of options. I don't know what to tell you, but you know, I guess it's all good when it's all all said and done. As Leclerc not able to pocket that pass, and he'll come in with the shoulder. Good job. Get it up here in transition. Vanderzalm, zip it backdoor to Whiteford. Not able to pocket that pass. And back the other way with Edwards. Highland dumps it down low, and picking that corner was Darius Anderson. And we'll get a little something from where you least expect it.
Well, first off is like you're throwing a home run pass on transition to a guy who's not really open, right? Which allows transition to come back quick to the other side while our offensive guys are running off. And you know what? It was just a nice little dump from Highfield down to Anderson, who steps just towards the far side, right?
Looked like Forbes just back a little too far in his net, but when you get beat a few times short side, I mean, maybe you get a little gun shy and you tend to hug that a little tighter.
Yeah, that's when the game becomes about angles as a goalie. You know, you got to know where you are, maybe out a little bit, take that far side stick away.
Hannah Brandt wide of the mark. Ball comes up, Atwood picks it up, and Brandt now will go half boards right side, kick it back out. Danton Miller swing around. Whiteford, he's going to work on that left side. Good skip, Brandt. Brandt quick shot, wide of the mark. That'll go off the boards. Whiteford picks that up, 10 on the shot clock. Under 11 and a half to go fourth quarter. That one on target. Crowley does a good job to smother that, and back come the Steelhawks, now trailing by 3. Look here, and 6 power play opportunities in this game, and Whitby storming back to get back in this one. Now it's a 2-goal game.
It's just guys pressing it way too far that don't need to be pressing way out, right? And guys miss their assignments on the inside, right? The guy cuts away, the guy high should have stayed with him. The guy on the inside should have the guy coming off the bench.
Well,
right?
like in basketball, giving up an uncontested layup. Devin Pfeiffer ran right down the middle there. Uncontested shot, never got touched. Boysono with his speed. Vanderzalm tracks him down. So the Steelhawks will not go quietly anywhere as they continue to battle here. Got to remember, it was a 3-1 Steelhawks lead after 1. Tied at 6 at the break. Ball loose, and Goodchild threw a screen, but how about that save from Forbes? And not sure if that's a Matrix audition or exactly how, but I know if I did that, I'd probably be on the DL 4-6 easy. As Beaver switch hands, kicks it over. Hill, swing it back. Atwood looking for room. Atwood trying to duck in, flip over. Had Gates Abrams. Abrams gets bailed out by Wayne Hill. Wayne Hill zips that to Miller, and there's just too much zip, and Clint Lewis is going to scoop and go. Lewis takes a shot. Good save by Forbes. Back the other way, the Bears. They've got numbers. At the other end, Atwood dumps it down. Abrams off the post. Karam goes right to Costello, dumps it back down. Abrams gonna lean in. Kick it back out, Whiteford. Swinging around Hill. Wayne Hill dumps it off. What a beauty, and a big save by Crowley. Here come the Steelhawks. Under 9.5 to go. Trailing by 2. Cody Hamley. Trent Boyd, quick pass, and another save at the other end by Forbes. Back to back, these two go. Brandt looking for the trailer. Whiteford, he's going to dive, and Whiteford with freestyle finish.
Just a good transition on the side here.
Whiteford, his 5th of the game.
And you're going to watch, he's going to take that pass going underneath again, and he finds himself outside the crease.
Well, I don't know. Do you think that's crease? I think there's a smidgen of room in there. What do you think, Coach? I'm looking right there.
I honestly believe
tough.
that's quick, and it's tough for any referee to actually see that in that contact area.
That
right?
has become one of the most difficult calls to make by any of the officials. The crease dive, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know what? You're looking at, the guy getting hit, making sure he's not getting hit illegally. You got the crease, you got the goal. You know what I mean? It's like, you know,
There's a whole lot to watch.
That's just a
on that one play.
a tough situation.
Yeah. And that's why I think usually we'll let it filter, because there have been some called back that have looked like they've been good, and not quite sure about anyone's counter, but there are definitely 6 they set now. And Boyd, he'll send it over. Fernandez will kick it back right side, and Osborne. Liam Osborne's been quiet. Boyd goes to the overhang. Good save, Forbes. Osborne battling again in that corner. And in there as well is Lucas Beaver, but Osborne comes away with it, and that sidearm from Goddard wide of the mark. Rebound again. So Steelhawks with a little pep in their step here. Working inside the dotted half circle, but who comes out with it? Here come the Bears with numbers. Costello, Kettle jumping in the rush. What a save, Crowley. Rebound picked up. Steelhawks going to counter the other way under 8.5. Boy, these two teams, no shortage of effort. And that's what you like to see. Trying to get that skip pass on the crease now, trying to get that to Beaver. Good job there by Goodchild to knock that pass down. Brandt, he's going to try to knock it out. That's going to be a violation on the time count. And Whitby's going to get possession as we are into that 8-minute mark, 4th quarter. Boyd tried to shoot that through a defender, knocked the stick down. That usually is a slash, I believe, but no call as the officials letting them play. Been a very well officiated game here as Goddard can't find some room, kicks it back out. Pfeiffer, good duck in, tried to go far side, nothing doing there, and without a doubt, and say what you want, but that's a penalty wherever. So Sturgis Sundown, you can, not quite sure, Joe, what your feelings are on that, but that's penalty.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a penalty.
I don't.
He's up for the ball. He's in a vulnerable position, and he catches him on the side. Is it on the back or is it on the side? That's the question where the referee has to justify that call. Well, referee probably thought it was more for the backside than it was from the side.
I just thought that. I mean, to me, I understand if it's a legal check, but to me, and we're going to see the replay here, I just think that he's in a vulnerable position. He goes airborne, and that's the thing. And it's from behind.
Definitely on the back on that one.
So it's from behind, and he's airborne, so he's vulnerable.
Yeah,
so
for
to
sure.
me, it didn't even matter if it was the back. The back just makes it worse. But
when you see the replay slow down, yeah, it was, you know what? It was like when it happens so quick. You know, as you're watching it, it's like, well, was it on the side? Was it on the back?
Absolutely.
You know,
and that's
And I get the vulnerable thing, but if he's up in the air looking to take the ball, he opens himself up to get hit.
Yeah,
right.
And in the defender's defense, Drayton Martin, you could see he didn't really take a big windup to try to really crack him hard. So you can see there a 5 and a 2. So the Bears have put themselves in a tight situation here with 7:35 to go.
I thought the 2 was a scrum. There was 2 guys down there scrumming together, maybe 5 and 2 each.
Well, either way, safety at midcourt, and to work zipping it around are the Steelhawks. Boyd, good child out there, good out there, as is Pfeiffer. 10 on the shot clock. This could be the chance for the Steelhawks if the Bears are able to pocket, but they can't hold. So a big goal for Whitby comes at a really good time, and they'll be looking to add to that.
Now, do we bring the 2-minute penalty out here, or does it come off the 5?
So Devin Pfeiffer with his second of the game.
Yeah, we should be going 5-on-4 here. The minor should come out, and then we continue on the 5.
So 7:07 to go. So that's the case. So 4:30 left in the penalty. So still plenty of time for Whitby to close this gap even. Goddard, Goodchild, Pfeiffer, Boyd, Osborne. Working the left side. Boyd goes to the underhand. Good save by Forbes. Going to be a fresh 30. Dump off cutter. Off the post. Rebound. Kick back out. Pfeiffer now. Slow it up. 6.5 to go. 4 minutes left in the major. Dump across. Knocked down. Good job there by Anthony Patterson. And he fishes it out. Good work by the Bears. Now they got to get over the timeline. And a beauty lob pass. And running under it is Brandt. Brandt now will look to kill some time as he'll wait for some help. One-on-one on the half boards. 10 on the shot clock. 3.5 in the penalty. That shot just wide of the mark. Rebound, and Leclerc and the Steelhawks now. Under 6 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Excellent ball game here. Both these two teams leaving it on the carpet. Members stick around. Oshawa Six Nations to follow this one. Trent Boyd backhand. Got his own rebound, but a good job to stay positioned perfectly was Forbes. And a loft up. And no pass interference called on the play. So possession will go back to Whitby. 5.5 to go. Just under 3 to go in the major. Bears trying to hang on here. Sitting with a 1-4 record, trying to pick up their second W of the season. Kick out Boyd. Whitby, of course, trying to keep pace atop the division. And Pfeiffer again. So Pfeiffer has stepped up, and Ryan Johnson may be going for that extra curric, or they both may be going, or nobody may be going. I saw a headbutt. There. We'll wait for the officials to sort it out.
Yeah, there was a nice shot from the other side by Pfeiffer. Again, power play situation, right? Put themselves in a great opportunity. Their power play is dangerous.
6 power play goals in this game for the Whitby Steelhawks. They've given up 3 shorthanded goals, and that is the case. So I did see the headbutt. That is going to send Ryan Johnson to the penalty box. And this is what head coach Ron Henry said off the top. Discipline is going to be key here. You've got a 1-goal game. You still got to kill over 2.5 in a power play. And you're watching that lead shrivel.
Now, is it 2 goals out of 5 or 3?
I thought it was 2.
Well, that's their second. So that penalty comes down. I thought that was their second goal on that.
So the problem now is an additional penalty.
Yeah, but he serves his full 5. Yeah. So they should be going 5-on-4 here.
Well, it looks like because of that last penalty call, it's going to be another 5-on-3 situation for another 2 minutes and a 1-goal game. So defensively, the Bears going to have to be tight. Offensively, the Steelhawks are going to have to continue riding the wave. 3 unanswered. Good child over on that left shooter spot. Trent Boyd sliding, quick stick finish, nothing doing. Good save by Forbes. Fresh 30 here for Whitby. Goddard, he'll kick it back out. Good child. Pfeiffer, he's been good at the top here. Kick back. Looking for that opening, doesn't get through, but picking up that offensive rebound, good child. Boyd. And Pfeiffer will interchange. Boyd goes to the hard overhand. So Forbes getting peppered there, and he's up to the task, keeping his team in it. Bears now have to work it over the timeline, and they do. 4:20 to go. Patterson. Crowley with a big save. That would have been a big momentum boost for the Bears, and that's going to be an interference call. And again, not sure why you're doing dumb things like that, as Patterson in the offensive zone gets himself in the box.
Yeah, so we're going to have probably a penalty shot here rather than go to the box.
So a chance here to tie the game on a penalty shot with 4:11 to go. And I tell you, Ron Henry's got a good head of hair, but man, oh man, he's got to be pulling some of it out here as he's watching his team give this one back here. So they'll clear the floor, and it'll be Devin Pfeiffer, who's notched 3 goals already in this game. He's going to go head to head with Sam Forbes. And off the post and in. We are tied at 14. The Pfeiffer delivers again. Pfeiffer had 4 goals coming into this game. He's got 4 here today, and just a good move, Joe.
Absolutely. You know what? You can't put yourself in that situation anyways. You know, it's a turnover down the court. He turns drunk. You know, cross-checks a guy on the way to the penalty bench. It ain't over yet, but we'll see.
Well, we're all tied up here. I see 59 seconds in the most recent penalty. 1:36 still left in the major, and so a chance here for
now,
Whitby.
Does the penalty shot want to get wiped out, or does he go back in the box and the other guy come out?
Well, we'll see what
That's
they
the
do here, and we will take their lead. So we'll have a draw, and we will go another 5-on-3 here with 4:11 to go. So Whitby still.
You're hoping for discipline. You've already taken too many penalties. You know, you want to get your short man through a situation where they're not on the floor again. And it's just been like a constant thing for the last 8 minutes.
Ohsweken's had 1 power play in this game, and they delivered on that, but it's only been 1. So, and Costello, his 2nd time in the penalty box, and now Whitby working around. You could see they got some snap. Good save there by Forbes. Bears now trying to counter, trailing by a goal. Looking for the back door, zipped out. Danton Miller, he's going to try to swim his way in, and a good job drawing a penalty by Danton Miller. So that will nullify that minute 29 power play that Whitby had, and it's going to be Roberts.
It was a good holding call on that one. You know what? He beat him underneath, and a desperation move. You know, you throw the stick over top, trying to catch him with the stick check, and it wraps around his body, and, you know.
Certainly not the worst time to come up with that.
No, absolutely
Joe,
not. Especially when you're up a man, and he's on the doorstep looking to score a goal.
Atwood, he's sized that up. Good save, Crowley. Rebound, sitting on the doorstep, picked up. And in some trouble is Darius Anderson, but he gets it to Leclerc. Gonna have to hurry, stretch that out, he does. Numbers, 3-on-1. Lucas Beaver, the only one back. Kick over, and what a save by Forbes. And a double team, and Beaver will scoop it out, split 2, get some help. Minute 45 to go, 1-goal game. Bears on the run. Vanderzalm steps into 1. Crowley with a good save. Atwood with a fresh 30 here, and a minute 35. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Barreling his way in, Wayne Hill, and good team defense by the Steelhawks. They regain possession. McIntosh will pull it back. So in 27 seconds, the Bears will get a power play. And that's if Whitby can't capitalize here. 3-on-3 at this end, 4-on-4 overall. 2 players, of course, sitting in the other end of the rink. And to work. 5 on the shot clock. Quick shot, and Liam Osborne. What a time to stand and deliver. Man.
All Whitby was trying to do there is take time off the clock. Let the clock run down. That 30-second was ticking down under 5 seconds. And they attacked the goal here. And you know, just a nice underhand low glove side.
First of the game for Osborne, and I tell you, I thought he had been quiet just based on his numbers coming in. 13 goals, 14 assists, so he's done a good job of facilitating, but boy, talk about a timely goal right there. 2-goal cushion, 57.8 seconds left here.
Yeah, this is a very important draw for the Bears right now. They need this draw to get the power play on the floor.
So 39 seconds. Man advantage, and jumping early was Lucas Beaver, and possession will go to the Steelhawks. So a chance here to burn at least 30 of this if they can. And the Bears got to pressure. Got to put some pressure. Good child. He's going to go for a little run. Time on the side of the Steelhawks. And you got to figure that the Bears going to have to do a little something. They're going to let that wind down and take their chances. Shot clock winding down. Goodchild rolls it in the corner. And now 24.2 seconds to go. And here we go. Lucas Beaver going to have to move quicker than that. As 15 seconds on the game clock. Brandt got to look for something. Backdoor late. Nothing doing. Atwood dumps it in. Looking for Miller. Nothing doing there. Whitby will get it, and the Steelhawks will come away with a tough fought road win here. 16-14 the final. And Joe Hiltz, before you get ready for your game, just some quick final thoughts about what we saw here today.
No game is safe in this league. You can be up 5-6, and you know, blink of an eye, it's tied again, as we saw here today. You know, all the Bears had to do is kind of slow the pace down a little bit. Don't be in such a hurry all the time, and just play some smart lacrosse, right? Yeah, we're probably going to hear something now. The penalties were this to that, but you know what? You have to play smart defense. You can't go out, even offensively. They take the penalty down the offensive end, turning, going back and playing D. Can't happen.
Sure, the Bears coaching staff will agree. That'll do it for the first of our doubleheaders. Stick around. We've got the Oshawa Outlaws, Six Nations Snipers, when we come back after this short break.